Xbox needs to be more social, huh? And we're talking about Spider-Man not coming to Xbox. Oh man. Let's get to it. Yeah.
Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine. It's time to play, let's have a good time. Morning, gaming community. With Crazy Lou, it's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. In the world of games, we're just meant to be. Grab us, come and eat a scene. Crazy Lou is ready, it's a gaming scene. Roomies trading people, orders in. All recent gaming go, breaks and bake top mean. Good morning, coming moving. It's a world of unity. Upbeat and lively, we're feeling so free. Wake up, it's a brand new day. Crazy Lou's here, got something to say. Good morning, gamers, rise and shine.
Initiating launch sequence.
Let's begin. Good morning, everybody. Also, afternoon and evening, the crazy one. Wish you a beautiful and awesome Monday and beginning of the week. Chat. How are you guys doing? Sorry for the late, the intro carried on a little bit because I had to run and do something real quick. But yes, I am here. I am live. Let's get to it, baby. Let's talk about this whole social club situation. They're like, Xbox not is killing the social clubs. They need to be more social. I'm like, seriously? Oh god. Oh god. They always got something to say when it comes down to Xbox, but when Rockstar does it, because of course, I went out there and did some digging about what other companies, have eliminated social clubs. I did not see the same energy. And also, guys, like I said, we're talking Spider-Man. Yep. But before we start talking about all that stuff, let me see who's in here. We got Why So Serious. What's up, my brother? Good morning, Mr. Glass. Good morning, my brother, Mr. Glass. How you doing? We have Olivo, mi hermano Olivo. He says, I'm at home playing Little Nightmares 3. What are you doing at home, Olivo? You're supposed to be at work. It's 10:04 a.m. Why aren't you at work, man? What the heck is going on? Talos, the man with the red. What's up, Talos? Good morning, Talos. How you doing? So let me really quick open up my Twitch because I couldn't post a show on Twitter today. I don't know what the hell is going on with Twitter. I think Twitter has a shutdown. So I couldn't post a show on Twitter. That's why it took me a while to log in, to do the show because I was trying to get Twitter going, try to log into Twitter to post everything. But that did not happen. But yes, chat. Yes, things happen. It's President's Day. All right. Nice. Free day for you all. Nice. Awesome. Did not know that. Mm. Let's get to this. Then let me go open Twitch real quick, and then after that, chats. We will get everything cranking. Let me open all these websites because we got a lot to talk about today. So that's something I couldn't do because I was focusing on trying to, get the other stuff going. So let me take this out of the way. Let me get Twitch open, and then we're set. All right. But yeah, how you guys been? What are you guys gonna do today in President's Day? What are the plans, my friends? What are you guys going to do? Are you guys gonna go out, have some fun, relax? What are you guys gonna do? Oh, we got Zuri in the building. What's up, Zuri? Good morning. How you doing? Sorry. I just hopped into Twitch because I'm like I said, I'm working on the I was working on trying to get the show on Twitter, and I couldn't open all the places where my show was at. So yes, now Zuri says she's playing Diablo all day. Nice, have fun, have fun. So let me just get the first news today, and today we're going to talk about the social clubs. Chat, they're all out there saying that Xbox needs to be more social. Hmm. since they were taking out the social clubs, because I got a question for you guys, and let's be serious about it. Who in the hell used all these social clubs? I'll be honest with you, I've used it once, probably twice, probably three times, and that's about it. And that was for the Friday the 13th game when it came out. I remember when I used that time, the social clubs and Xbox, because after that, I just didn't use it anymore. Because to be honest, though, where do I find my friends online? How do we find, our friends and everything is by playing games. That's how you find out who's there, who could be your friend, who could you add to the list. Because with social clubs, you sometimes, find some people or found some kids or something, and you know how the kids are though. Hmm. But yeah, like I was saying though, chat. I mean, the whole thing about the social clubs, it was a pretty cool idea. But if it doesn't work, get it out the way, because, like I said, I've only used it once or twice, but I haven't used it ever again. And I think I know only one or two people out there on my chat that actually use it on the Xbox chat. That's it. But I haven't heard anyone else use it. I don't know if you guys use it, but if you guys want to weigh in before start reading about it, Talos, do you use it? Olivo, do you use it? I mean, I'm being serious though. Do you guys use this option? I mean, I'm being serious though. And then they go out there and act like this is one of the worst things that's ever happened out there that Xbox took away from it. Like, oh no, they need to be more social. I'm like, okay, so all right, so let's read that news first, and then we're gonna take over real quick. Where, like I was mentioning, when someone else did it, they did not have that same energy. Because of course, that's how they are. Yes. Let's go destroy Xbox, like always. Talk bad about Xbox. That's it, nothing else. But okay, let's read about this, my friends. So here we go. So it says here Xbox is quietly shutting down a pretty major console feature. Here's when it's going away. Wow, it's that major that not a lot of people have been using. But okay, as Xbox phases out social clubs, players are being directed toward alternative tools like messaging, party chat, Discord, and looking for group. Okay. Xbox Social Club is a feature introduced to help players meet like-minded people. It allows users to chat, play games, and share content within dedicated spaces, effectively giving them the tools to build their own communities. Again, how many people have used this? Hmm. Judas Roar says, with the Discord chart changes, maybe they should hold off. Really? You think so? No, I don't use that option on my Series X. And that's what I mean, though. Not a lot of people are using this, though. However, starting in April 2026, Xbox will shut down social clubs across the Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S. Xbox doesn't really provide a detailed explanation for this decision, though it pointed out players towards alternatives such as Discord integration, party chat messaging, and looking for group features. Oh, so the looking for group features is still there. So that's what basically everybody used. But okay, let's keep going. Xbox Social Clubs was introduced to help players. Okay, already read that. Okay, my bad. Pop ups. That's what happens. So, what happens to existing clubs and communities? According to Xbox, official clubs are not currently affected by this change. Users can still access official clubs access through an individual game card. Community created clubs, however, will close in 2026. That includes the removal of club tabs from the Friends and Community Updates tab. If you still want to find like minded players, looking for group remains available. That's what basically everybody used. But okay, it allows you to port sessions, set requirements, and join existing groups. Xbox also points players towards features like party chat messaging and Discord integration to stay connected. And again, with the freaking pop ups. Stop it. Sorry, Jack. It's these pop ups. Look, Devil Flow says Lifefollow was a cool feature, but nobody used it like that. The thing is that Discord and other social media platforms are already acting like clubs feature, especially Discord. Exactly. I don't understand why people are like sad about this because again, now I mean, if I was a part of a social club in Xbox, I think I don't know. Because to be honest, though, I never actually used it. I only used the looking for group thing. So let's see now. Where was I? Because okay. Where was it? I lost all the track thanks to the pop-ups. So, let me see. For groups, also players, storage by party chat Discord. For sharing content, the activity feed will remain active. Players can continue posting game clips, screenshots, and achievements there to share them to external social platforms. which is still cool. Clubs may have been a niche feature. I love chat. I love when they go out there, they're complaining about stuff, and then they go in the article and say clubs may have been a niche feature. So if it was a niche feature, what are y'all mad about? But it's still disappointing to see it go. How is this disappointing if it's a niche feature though? Ay, Dios mío. See what I mean though, chat? This is the stuff I sit here and I laugh though about it because look, I know we usually looking for group, which is a cool thing and all that stuff. But again, they're seriously, I just love how they put in the article. This is a niche feature. Okay, if it's niche, then why have it open? Why spend servers and time and everything with a feature that nobody's using it? For players who relied on it, it offered a simple way to build and maintain small communities. At the time of writing, it's still unclear whether existing club content will remain accessible after the shutdown. If you have post screenshots or shared media you want to keep it, it may be worth saving copies now just in case that content is eventually removed. Thank you. But that's all you should have said in the whole article instead of, trying to complain like it's a disappointing thing, it's going away and all that stuff. Because at the end of the day, look, chat, if people did not really use that feature that much, if it wasn't like a really big feature that everybody used, okay, cool. But me, for example, I don't know if I'm a part of a social club. If I am, cool. But I haven't actually sat there and actually used that. I have used the looking for group. I use Discord, to communicate with my friends. Basically, Discord has become, part of my social things these days because, all my chats, from here and everywhere around and the stuff that I have joined, are there always, discussing with you, having great discussions and stuff like that. But if it's not being used, then don't spend server stuff on it. Use it for something else, Throw it out there, use it for anything else instead of having something that's there, not doing anything at all. Oh my God. And they were out there complaining about it. Like, oh no, it's going away. It needs to be more social. It needs to do this. It needs to do that. I'm like, okay. Because look, at the end of the day, though, like I said, where was the energy when this happened, though? Oh, don't tell me it froze now. Come on, man. Okay, okay, it's frozen. I don't know what the heck is going on with this computer. It keeps freezing sometimes. But yes, where was the energy when these guys did this, though? I mean, I'm wondering though, where was the energy though? I mean, where was the energy when this happened? Rockstar Games Social Club shuts down. They did that last year. Seriously, I don't understand my chat, but hey, it is what it is. Since it's Xbox, let's talk bad about it. Yeah. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Bad Judas War, I agree with you there. With the Discord changes, maybe they should hold off. But here's the thing, though. I mean, the only way that would actually work, dude, is like if everyone just right now on Xbox decided to just join the social clubs and started to use it to keep the feature from going away. But that's going to be a nearly impossible thing to do, no? But at the end of the day, if it goes, it's because nobody was actually using it. It was a niche feature, like the article says. And that's what happens, though, chat. That's what happens. But we can't be going out there, saying that Xbox needs to be more social, or that Xbox needs to keep this active. And no, I'm sorry. I mean, if it's not going to work, away with it. Hey, TJ, good morning to you, brother. What's up, man? What's cooking, TJ? So yes, chat. That's what happens with all the social club features, They were a bit mad out there. Cool. No problem. But me, I tell you what, I'm playing games, and for me, that's all that matters. Just play games and have fun. Period. Let's go. Yeah. And as long as you can keep sharing your posts, as long as you can keep sharing your videos, clips, and all that stuff, I mean, that's pretty cool. And if you got the looking for group out there, which is what basically a lot of people use, and I've seen it, like I said, I have like 2 or 3 people on my list that actually use it, but I can imagine people still use it actively out there. So if it's there, it's because it's being used. So yeah, that's the way you get to meet people, talk, play games, and have fun. That's how it is. Hmm. Chat, time to move up. And I saw something out there that's, of course, the fanboys went nuts about it. They grabbed that and started, talking their, stuff like that, like always. And the stuff they talked about was Spider-Man because, the developer came out and someone told them, like, when is Spider-Man coming to Xbox or something? I don't know what was the tweet about, but they said, not likely. And I love how a lot of people out there grabbed that and started laughing and picking on it, like, yeah, this is the best thing. And Sonya said no to Xbox. This is a win for us, the PlayStation fanboys, because it's not going to put Spider Man on Xbox, it's not going to port it. I'm like, huh? So I see here, Chen, I look at a couple of things, because of course I saw that out there. One, you have an Xbox One X. Of course, they're going to say it's not an Xbox. Really? Okay. So it's not an Xbox, as they say, but yet it has the Xbox logo on it. Okay. And what I've seen from that device, you can play Spider Man on it too. Yeah, you can play Spider Man on it, but okay. I mean, they're acting like it's not already there. Seriously, they're acting like it's not already there. I mean, look, check. Look. I just laugh at the stuff this guy says out there because, of course, it's like they got nothing else to do besides, pick up on little things and try to go out there and console war, have a big fight because Spider Man's not going to Xbox or, oh my God. But here's what's funny though. You guys remember? I think it was in 21 or 22, one of those years, right? I remember someone go out there and said, this will never, ever, ever go to PC. And who was it? Was it me, chat? Was it us? No. Guess who it was? It was Insomniac Games. And then a couple months later, or a year later, or something, we did see that Spider-Man went to PC. But either way, though, chat, let's cover this and see what this is all about. And the question is, will it ever go to Xbox? All right, so let's get to it, baby. Yeah. User for games. Hello, hello. Welcome to the show, my friend. How you doing? What's up? What's cooking? So here we go. It says right here, will PlayStation Spider-Man come to Xbox someday? And Sony Games responds, Sony has ruled out Xbox before, yet history shows platform plans evolve, especially as PC storefronts and Windows-based consoles blur traditional boundaries. Uh-oh. Insomniac has taken to X. Sony has taken to X. To reply to a fan whether Spider-Man, the popular Marvel character, would ever make its way to Xbox. The answer probably is not what an Xbox fans were hoping for. However, history paints a more complicated picture. Yeah, and your X is down. All right, awesome. All right, cool stuff, cool stuff. So, it says here, platform strategies change, public statements age, and the next generation of Xbox approaching this entire debate may end up being moot anyway. See, I said it. Hey, David Cohen, what's up? Hey, Louis, what are your favorite Xbox 360 games? Because remember, a lot of those were S tier or even S tier plus. I'm talking like polished and fun X tier or S tier. Wow, favorite Xbox 360 games. David, let me get back to you on that one because it was a lot though. Because man, I played a lot of 360. Oh, I'll give you one right there. One of my favorite was Battlefield. I think it was Battlefield 3. That's the one I basically, jot down and played the most on the Xbox 360. I love that Battlefield 3 game. It had one of the best campaigns out there when it comes down to the war stories and everything. I mean, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. So let's keep going. I'll give you another one in a few minutes. Let me just sit there and think about it because I played so much games in 360. Woo! Especially, since my 360 was, no, I won't say that much, because we do not condone piracy on here. Kind of. But either way, though, let's keep going. So, so like I said, so let's break down exactly what Insomniac said, whether that stance can be taken at face value, and why Spider-Man arriving on Xbox one day might be as impossible as it sounds. So, what Insomniac actually said? Spider-Man to Xbox? They said not likely. Seemingly out of nowhere, Insomniac chose to crush the hopes of many Xbox fans, myself included. Really? Let me see who wrote this article real quick. Adam Hayes. Okay, just in case. Hey, Death Leopard. Good morning. How you doing? So they crushed. They crushed his dreams. Okay. Replying to a fan on X who asked whether Spider-Man who would make the leap to Xbox as eventually did to PC, the studio kept things brief and simply responded not likely. That might sound definitive, but history suggests we should be careful about taking platform statements at face value. Back in 2017, Insomnia made a very similar claim stating, like I said, Spider-Man will never appear on Xbox or PC. We all know that how that turned up. The entire trilogy is now playable on PC via Steam. See? And there's the tweets. It will never appear on Xbox or PC. It's a permanent PS4 exclusive publisher by Sony Interactive Entertainment. I remember my time when they actually did say that. I did. That was one of the first ones out there, but okay. I mean, there was a second one out there after a couple years, but yeah. And it is not the first time fans have been told an Xbox port was unlikely, only for things to change later. Helldivers 2 faced a similar question about a potential Xbox release. Arrowhead, the game's developer, suggested that Phil Spencer, executive vice president of gaming at Microsoft, and Sony will need to duke it out, implying it was improbable. Wait, what? Whatever similarly Arrowhead, as suggested by that Phil Spencer, executive vice president of gaming at Microsoft. Isn't he the president of gaming though? How did he become the vice president though? But okay. Less than a year later, the game arrived on Xbox with Sony itself ultimately pushing the port to happen. Why it doesn't ultimately matter. Whether Sony decides to port Spider-Man or to Xbox directly is one conversation. What matters more is what next generation hardware could realistically enable. The next generation of Xbox is reported to be built far closer to full Windows PC, according to report, reporting by our own Jez Corden. And of course, the other guy who was out there saying that, he needs his credits and you got to give him his credits and give him, tacos, food, invite him for dinner because, he was out there saying, saying that, he deserves credit for what he said. Okay, but now we got to open a bottle of champagne for you, buddy. Okay. But good thing, there's some bottle of champagnes are real cheap. But yeah, I'll try. Okay. But cool, you're the man. The man. So let's keep going, though. NFL Kai Project. So Xbox is shutting down looking for groups. No, it's still there, my friend. It's still there. The looking for groups is still there. What are they shutting down is the what was it? The social clubs. That's it. The looking for group is still there. The you can still post your stuff on there and everything. Post your gameplays and stuff like that. They're still out there. Messaging is still there. Chatting is still there. Everything is there. Everything is there. But again, the social clubs though, they were out there complaining about it like it was like a major feature, and yet they in the article they said it's a niche feature. But pretty fun stuff right there, though. Pretty funny stuff. So, but when Rockstar did it, nobody complained. I don't get it, but okay. So like I was saying, though, that change will potentially open the door to third-party start. So if that proves accurate, what Xbox defines as the console could fundamentally shift. That change will potentially open the door to third-party storefronts. Epic Games has already commented on its plans to bring its storefront to Xbox. While Steam has not publicly confirmed any similar move, however, given the nature of PC, installing Steam would be possible. If a window-based Xbox PC does materialize, access to PC storefronts could fundamentally change how we define exclusive. Right now, PlayStation titles available on Steam include, here we go. Let me have a sip of coffee. Check. This is going to be a long list. Let me get ready for this. Woo! Horizon Zero Dawn. 1. Horizon Forbidden West. 2. God of War. 3. God of War Ragnarok. 4. Spider-Man Remastered. 5. Spider-Man Miles Morales. 6. Marvel Spider-Man 2, 7. The Last of Us Part 1, 8. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves Collection, 9. Days Gone, 10. Returnal, 11. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, 12. Sackboy A Big Adventure, 13. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, 14. Until Dawn, 15. Detroit Become Human, 16. Heavy Rain, 17. And Beyond Two Souls. Oh! So basically, everything has gone over there, chat. Wolverine and Ghost of Yotei and any of the other PlayStation exclusives that eventually made their way to PC would also be available on the next gen Xbox this way. For older titles like Spider-Man, the equation is slightly different. As Sony was encouraged by Helldivers 2 performance on Xbox, it could view legacy releases as an opportunity to further capitalize on the Xbox ecosystem, much like it did with Helldivers 2. It is also worth remembering that Marathon, an upcoming PlayStation title, is already set to launch day and date on Xbox, a platform that consistently shows strong engagement for shooters. So, Jack, I got a question. I'm being honest though, and I'm saying this with all the heart in the world. Do you guys think that Spider-Man will finally make its way to Xbox? I mean, let's be honest about it. You guys think about it. That it could actually make it there. Because look, before they said it's never going to PC or anything, and all of a sudden it went there. That's what I'm saying though. Do you guys believe it's coming or not? Because look, like I said, you got an Xbox Regale X. That is basically, what Xbox is aiming for, what is Xbox trying to bring into the next generation console. So at the end of the day, though, if it doesn't come out this gen, we all know the next gen we're going to have it. Or what's Sony going to do? Start blocking them? Or Steam is going to start blocking them? I don't think Steam is going to do that, though. JD says yes. User for Game says yes. Safo says it's fine. That State of Play should have been renamed the State of Sony. Their first party was barely present, and Sony fans are fine with this. Sad, really sad. Oh, Safo. Def Leppard says, I would rather play Uncharted. Oh, Safo. Safo. You remember the 2022 showcase, right? From Xbox. They didn't have that much exclusives on the showcase. So it was a pretty good show, though. The 2022 showcase was a pretty good show when it came down to third-party games. They showed us a lot of third-party games, and the third-party games are coming to Game Pass and doing all that stuff, right? Right? Zuri says, "Yay for Sony." She puts a little wink in. So yeah, that show in 2022 was pretty much the same show we had now on the State of Play. It was basically all the same, Few first parties, a bunch of third parties, and everybody was like, "Wow, we did not see any exclusives or any first party." They went out there to complain. But when we see the State of Play, though, what was y'all's exclusives, though? Seriously, what was y'all's exclusives? No joke. And yet they were saying this was a 10 out of 10. I was like, really? Let's see. NFL 2K Project sucks that Xbox doesn't have Xbox feature, like how PlayStation has PlayStation tournaments and where you can earn gift card rewards for winning. Oh, that's nice. Hopefully they can change. Hey, maybe that's a good feature, that they should be they should be, adding in there, Hey, good idea right there, NFL Project. That's not a bad idea though. Honestly, I don't see bots port begging PlayStation games. I see them say, hey, if it comes over, then it comes over. But I don't see bots sweating PlayStation to bring games over. Their games are all money hat. Oh, damn. Taylor Parker says, I understand the vision of Xbox is simple. Add genius and gaming revolution in the gaming industry. How console will be defined, Windows 11 platform, PC form factor, our desktop PCs, handheld PC, laptop PC. Wow, that's a lot. And PC with Xbox. Whoa, that was too much. I don't know how many times I said PC platform, PC. Evo got sold to the Saudis, NFL. Oh yeah, they did. PS tournament is going away. Oh no. That's true, Safo. Totally forgot about that. How it was sold. Yeah, that was sold. That's true. It was sold away. How did this agree with you, David? 360 Gears 360 gears games are very buggy. Louis, did you see my next comment? I'll get it, David. No worries. I'm trying to get it. Zuri saying stirring the pot. And I appreciate that Devs in 360 made sure their games came out of bug free with zero optimization issues. And again, modern game devs need to take notes out of the official Bible of 360. But the thing is, though, David, like the games had a couple glitches, right? They had a couple glitches. It wasn't because look, if we go back to the PS2, PS1, and all that stuff, all games. I mean, what was? I think there was a glitch. I think it was like a there was a way you can glitch the Mario games, and there was several ways you can glitch the games out, which is okay. You know, they had its glitches and everything. Because look, development has never been that perfect, though. But these days, though, the problem with the games is that you got these boxes offering you the 60, the 4K, the 60, the 4K, the 60, the 4K, and everybody in their heads have in mind because that's what social media does. Try to push narratives into your heads, and you start to think about it like, oh, my box should do 4K 60 on the dot. And when you get these games, people are like, damn, it's 2K, it's 30. What the hell? I wanted this to be 60. At least give us. And it's kind of sad that a lot of us were like, well, with 2K 60, I'm fine. We should be pushing for the 4K 60, but it is what it is, and that's why people nowadays when they look at these games, they say, "Damn, $70 for a game that doesn't look as I wanted it to be, and that's broken. It's having some issues. I lose saves, I lose money, I lose stuff I've collected." Man, you really get ticked off with that stuff. Beep beep money beep. What's up, beep beep money? How you doing? I think it's going to go away soon for PS4 only. Sony is already in process of shutting down a lot of online features for PS4. Yep, PS4 is about to. They're trying to push people to the PS5 though. They're trying to, but it's going to be though hard in a for project because at the end of the day though, here's the thing that people don't seem to understand: majority of these guys are playing all these free to play games. That's what they're playing, or GTA 5 Online, or Minecraft and all that stuff. That's what these guys are playing. So the only way they can get them, try to get them away from PlayStation 4 is by shutting down PlayStation 4 completely, and for them to move on. But they're not going to do that because if they do that, there's going to be 45 to 50 million people out there pissed off. And you don't want to get 45 to 50 million people pissed off because you know what's going to happen? I say, well, they shut down my PS4. You know what they're going to think, though? They're going to say, well, they shut down my PS4. I'm moving to PC because I ain't messing with this anymore because in PC, it's nothing like that will ever shut down. Done. Unless if they got to upgrade the graphic card and stuff like that. But that's a whole other situation, though. But yeah, tournaments is not a deal breaker for most people. Yeah. Yep. Ever heard of the Halo tournaments? Introducing the 910 playbox. Ponies love single player third parties over the shorter games. Why would they care about tournaments? Whether we're kids and only own 210 games for a whole gen, you lived with the bugs, your game crashed. You do the levels again and again, it doesn't crash again. Nowadays, we close it and leave it a 1 out of 10 score. Mm-hmm. 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10 games. I mean, Raichi, it took you the whole gen to collect 10 games. I'm being serious though. It took us a whole gen to collect to at least collect 10 games though. Because we didn't work, brother. We didn't work. We didn't have the cash. Let me go to video game store and pick this up. We did not have the cash though. ah. So see, I think it's just gonna let me see Halo tournaments. Yeah, I've seen like a couple Halo tournaments online. But yeah, ponies love single player based third person over the shoulder. Okay, we read that. Why would we care about tournaments? Why would they care about tournaments though? Because the thing is though, why it's so serious is that the ones who care about over the shoulders and all that stuff is the big fanboys because the majority of people, like I said, who are playing on these consoles, the PS5, same thing with the Xbox, the ones who console war, the ones who try to go out there and try to shove things down our throats, thinking like they're the man because, we're doing this, we're doing that, telling all these lies out there. they're the only ones who care about these single player games, because then when you look at the majority and we see it from the weekly active users, active users, right? When we see the weekly active users, we see what they are actually playing, and it's all these free to play games and sports games and all that stuff. When we are kids, we only got a game our parents bought 100%. Nowadays, kids only play the free games on the phones. Yep, on the phones, tablets, their PS5s, their Xbox. Because it's like I told you guys a story with my nephew though. My nephew asked Santa for a VR. What's it called? The VR thing that I tried out. What was the name of it? I forgot now. The Quest, right? So he was asking for the Quest, right? For him to play these games, right? MetaQuest, sorry. So it's like for MetaQuest, play these games and ask him, what are you going to play in MetaQuest? It's like, oh, games. But what games though? Games. I'm like, but what games though? You have to specify to me for me to pick this thing up for you. Because seriously, if you're gonna ask Santa for something like this, you better specify what you're gonna do. Because with the PlayStation, you said the same thing. Because with PlayStation, you said, I'm gonna play all the games PlayStation has because Xbox don't have games. I'm like, so wait, I will always remember this because I remember me having that discussion with him. I was like, but where do you play games with me that one time? He's like, oh, that was a PlayStation. I was like, nope, that is an Xbox. It's like, oh. I was like, oh, see, I caught you right there. But again, what games are you going to play on PlayStation, though? He never told me what games. And when he got the PS5 check, guess what he was playing, though? And he even got it with the Spider-Man. He even got it with the Spider-Man. And guess what he was playing? He was just playing Fortnite and just playing Roblox. I'm like, seriously? You got a PlayStation 5 to play Fortnite Roblox where you can just play it on the tablet, or you can play it on your cell phone, or you can play it on anything that's out there? Oh my god, that was money badly wasted right there. The it's the economy. If a parent sees the kid playing Fortnite and Fortnite runs on PS4, which consoles are they getting? A PS4. People are using credit to buy groceries now. They're not running out to buy a PS5 100%. They're not doing that these days. A lot of people right now are holding off when it comes to gaming because gaming has become mad, mad expensive. I mean, you got these 5-year-old consoles, I keep saying it, the Xbox, the PlayStation, all these consoles that are 5 years old and they still have not a price decrease. They decrease the SSDs though, but they don't decrease the price though. Wow, incredible! Next month, Gibson is leaving the PS4. Kind of sad of F2P PS4 players. That's the only way they're gonna leave that console. What it means, a lot of the games were buggy, but there were a lot of them that were optimized because devs really utilized the Xbox 360 a lot more than the Xbox Series consoles. Let's say the consoles in general, my friend, because I may look at that Mortal Kombat 1 on Nintendo Switch. Oh, good God Almighty. I never knew these games were shit until I got older. Was shit until I got older. That's how it is, though. But again, chat, the Spider-Man thing, take it as a grain of salt because we have seen beforehand, and some that go out there and say this. We've seen them. We see them do this. They've done it before. Now I'm gonna show this to you real quick. This, like I said, this happened a couple years ago. They did it before. They literally said, okay, I got it right here. Remember when Insomnia says Spider-Man will never appear on PC? Twitter sure does. Phrases like permanent PS4 exclusives haven't aged well. And that's the thing, though. They have said it before. Maybe they're doing this to troll, to give up the hopes, like, oh no, it's not going to come. And then one day they go out there and they push the game on the Xbox, or they push it on PC like they did that time, though. Oh, man. So, yeah, chat, take that as a grain of salt. And if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, well, I know something that's coming next generation, even though it hasn't been 100% confirmed, but for what it looks like, it's being worked on. And when that machine come out, we're going to have the option to be playing these games on the box. Whether you like it or not. Yes. So, chat, that's how it is, though. uh, So let's see though. Sony just announce 90, it was 90, I think it was 90 million consoles, 90, I don't remember. Didn't Sony just announce consoles that sold? They expect huge PS5 sales spike. GTA 6 comes out. Don't think selling PS5 is an issue for Sony. It is though. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you what's in it. It's an issue though. I'll explain to you why. Look, listen. The thing is, if you have a track record, right, and this is something that companies say though. I'll give you an example. Sony used to be the one that used to say, okay, listen, we're gonna hit 25 million consoles right now this year alone. We're estimating to sell 25 million, and that year alone they dropped down 5 million consoles that year alone. Not five. I mean, the prediction dropped 7 million. I remember they were saying that it was going to be 25. Then they dropped it down to 20, and then it went down to 18. That was a prediction, and I think it sold 19.4. This year, I think they didn't sell as much as they were expecting to, because remember during the Black Friday sale, the sales matched what happened in 1994, basically. And so they matched that up, which was crazy though to see that. What that tells you is, STO, is that right now it's not only PlayStation, it's gonna be pretty much everybody who is um I'm scratching my back, sorry. I feel so good. So what it tells you is that right now people are really picking on buying these consoles these days because look, the thing is that usually console sales spikes around mid-gen because they drop down the prices. That was the old thing that happened years and years and years back. I mean, you could have, like for example, the PS4 came out in 400, then it was at 350 or 300. I remember. But yeah, they dropped down the prices. They seriously did. Once they got the slim version out, the prices were a bit off, though, a bit off from a regular price, and people went out there and picked it up. But this gen, instead of decreasing, all it does is increase, 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 increase. And so when you see something that's 5 years old, you're like, damn, should I go pick it up? And it's more expensive. It's like if you go to the dealership, right? And you have this car. There was two models, right? Two models of this car, and they came out the same year. And you went and bought this car, and you bought it the same year, and it was at, let's see, 20,000. 5 years later, nobody bought the other car, and it's still new. It hasn't been even been moved. Only it's been turned on, to keep the battery working and everything. 5 years later, you're like, you know, I want to pick up the same car because even though it did not leave the dealer, it's still new though. And you go out there, you see the car, and they tell you, well, it's at the same price. Like, huh? Or it increased the price. You're like, huh? But I had this car 5 years ago. I don't get it. So basically, that's what I mean though by the whole car thing. Like seriously, like this is a 5 year old tech thing. And when you look at 5 year old tech, it should be a less price, not increase though. It's insane how the prices have increases with these boxes though. Because remember when the PS4 came out, it was 400, right, a digital one, and the PS5 was 500. Now we're looking at 450 for a slim version. For the Sim, which we know it's half the weight of the other one, pretty much. I think it's half the weight because it's a bit more lighter since it's a slim version, right? I'm being as honest as I can be. It's half the weight, and it's doing the same thing as the fat version, though. It is. It is. So at the end of the day, though, they increased the price when it should have been decreased, though, and that's not going to happen this gen. I don't know if it's going to happen down the road for the other gens, but it's insane, though, how expensive these boxes have gotten. Yeah, the Switch is meant to run third-party games, which explains why devs can't utilize it, and that's you can't much power out of the Nintendo console. But I just said it in a trolling way, though, David Goen, because I know that the Switch has a maximum capacity, though. But damn, that Mortal Kombat 1 is god awful, and yet people went out there and bought it. Remember the Burger King Xbox games? Well, Def Leppard, I do not remember that because I wasn't living there when that happened. So sorry, I can't remember that. Ah. Got Candyland and day my mom bought a crate of juice and came with Rayman 2. Oh, nice. Nice. Ponies feel better about themselves with every console sale. That is so true. They do. Now comment on the Steam Deck being discontinued. Hold on a second. Hold on, Molly Bed. Wait a minute. What do you mean Steam Deck being discontinued? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Wait a second. Something is happening out there, and I have not seen it though. Let me go pick that up. Let's see. That's your Steam Deck being discontinued. Oh, but that's old news though. They really discontinued the LCD Steam Deck? Oh man, they should have kept that though. Wow, they should have kept that going. I mean, I don't know why they discontinued that original Steam Deck though. They should have kept it at least for another year because right now people want to buy a handheld would have been a good option though. Wow, that's an asshole move, but okay. Y'all keep doing what you gotta do though. Wow, that's crazy. Let me see. Mr. Kima says the first generation CNEC has been discontinued. Continue out the old, continuing the old LED version now. But look, okay, cool. But if you had an LCD one and people do not want to buy that OLED screen because of stuff that uh, Steam Deck has been sold out for a really long time. Valtards, they call them Valtards. Oh my god, that's a new one. Oh god. Why do you guys call them that though? That's mean. I'm getting nervous. I mean, Jesus, I call that. Damn, that's a tough word. That's mean though. Why do you all call them that though? That's so mean. Oh, Tars. Oh God. Oh Lord. I'm getting nervous. Everybody gets nervous about stuff. If I went honest, the Steam Deck was discontinued the LCD one, not the OLED one. They discontinued the LCD one. They shut it down and they shut down the production of the LCD one and that's I think the 256 gigabyte one. They shut it down in December, which is terrible though. They should have kept it though, especially with how RAM is getting more expensive and everything. They should have kept it though. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's been sold out though. Hey, Let Tech, what's up? Good morning, Let Tech. How you doing? Right here, Let Tech. You know, we are talking about Spider-Man earlier on how one day it might come to Xbox though. But if it doesn't though, we don't need it to come because next gen, if the box comes out, all we gotta do is boop, go to Steam, bloop, bloop, buy it, boop, boop, and play. That's all we gotta do. Nothing else, my friend. Nothing else. Simple and easy. Gotta love the next gen Xbox. Looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. Looking beautiful. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm always good. But I was a private company, so they don't have anything to say. Oh, damn. Man. Private company having anything to say. So PS6 for begin 2026, 2027. Okay, okay. Listen. About the PS6 thing, look. I always say this about everything when it comes down to the boxes. Though they go out there, they go and say a bunch of stuff, about being 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031. A lot of people are saying that there's not going to be PS6. A lot of people are saying that it will happen a bit later. Blah blah blah. Listen, when the company is ready to announce the console, they will. If it's ready for 28, it's ready. If it's ready for 27, it's ready. If it's ready for this year, it's ready. Seriously, if it's ready, it's ready. But they're trying to go out there trying to spread all this stuff because they've heard something in the background. But here's the thing, though, right? I have heard tons of things in the background. I'm not kidding you. I have heard a lot of things, back in the day in the background. I have heard it plenty of times. I've heard it from a lot of podcasts. Stuff they have told me, and I don't sit here and talk about it because I always say this, and this is the truth, though. At the end of the day, my chat, I always wait to confirm what the company says. When the company comes out and announces something, I'll say, okay, you know, if they're right, they're right. If they're wrong, they're wrong. But I don't go on here and try to tell you like stuff like, for example, let's say I find out about a leak on a show, right? Or let's say something big is about to be shown or something is going to be shown or something. I don't know. I find out something. I'm not going to be that guy sitting here like, oh, yeah, I heard that this game is going to be there. And what happens if it's not, though? And then, people are like, but Lou, you said. Oh, yeah. I have an LCD and OLED Steam Deck and Rock Xbox X. I'm good on handhelds for a while. The Duck of Death. How many hands do you have, bro? It's like that thing when I saw like the rich people at home, they got 30 cars lined up. I'm like, bro, it's one butt. I mean, unless if you got 30 brothers to drive your cars, but it's one butt though. How are you gonna get your butt on 30 cars though? Huh. My God, listen. And no joke when I say this though. I have one, there was a point I had three motorcycles in a car. No, but I had that. Ask me which one I use the most though. No, no, no. It's just it doesn't work like that. You got one butt. You got one butt. At least if you got you can have your regular vehicle for to drive around, have fun with family and stuff, and you can have your regular car. You can have your cool little sports car. Just one car, one. What is it? One extra cool one, and you got the regular one. Because again, you only got one butt. Same thing with the motorcycle. I had my car and I had that one motorcycle where my friends were like, "Oh, let's go riding. Okay, which bikes should it take? What are we taking? Oh, we're taking the road, this and that. Okay, what bikes you gonna take? Well, I'm taking the 1000 cc, the 2000 cc, and this stuff. I'm like, okay, I gotta bring up at least the one that's 1500. Oh my God, no. I've learned my lesson. One butt, one vehicle. That's it. But man, all these things though. The Xbox is dead and the PS5 is still behind the PS4 sales launch line. That has Sony scared. The Xbox is dead. Seriously? Why do you gotta bring the Xbox is dead in here though, Molly? Why do you say it's dead though? Get away. Oh, Mike Johnson. What's up, Mike Johnson? How you doing? My Steam Deck is stocked 90% of the time. I don't really use handhelds. I'd rather sleep or play or on my phone when I travel. Oh, nice. Bob and his cult followers are going to finally realize how hard it is to make a console successful. They're talking about the Valve Steam machine, right? Hmm. Hmm. Well, the new Xbox console is going to be a PC hybrid. Will it be dual boot mix between Xbox OS and Windows OS? And will the Xbox OS have a new dashboard? I think it will have a new Xbox. I think it will have a new Xbox dashboard, though. I think it will. I think it will. And I think people are experiencing it and testing it out over there, the Xbox One Ally X. And it seems to be working fine, though. I mean, a lot of people are enjoying it. Sometimes, Windows goes in and they start to pop up the whole AI thing, which has really pissed off some users for what I'm seeing out there. And yeah, the Xbox console is dead. Oh, you're talking about the console though in general. Okay, okay. You're talking about the console? Okay. But look, I wouldn't say it's dead though. They're trying to make it sound like it's dead, but I don't think it's dead though. I think it's doing okay. Just not what the fans wanted it to be though. Because a lot of fans wanted it to be, up and paired with PlayStation. But for me, for that to happen though, for that to happen, they had to change a lot, and I do mean a lot of things in there for that to happen. But at the end of the day, I'm liking where Xbox is going with the next gen console because seriously, it's getting tiring to buy all these boxes, my friends. It's getting tiring to buy all these boxes and have separate stores. It really is. The text says Game Pass Ultimate is awesome. Yeah, that is true though. I think Xbox was planning for it to be a PC the whole entire time. I think there's that's where the road of evolution was there. Was going, yeah. I think that's where it was going, yeah. PlayStation is dead. For zero exclusive, does great. Tweet TBH 40 million console. If MS keeps it the same quality, Xboxes will still sell. Yep. And that's the thing though, because that's what I find funny. People think that because you see a console not selling the way it is. Oh Lord, Molly, you're going too extreme now. Um, but like I was saying though, what was I? I got stuck. I had an idea, and all of a sudden I spin because I read the next Xbox a PC, not a console. Microsoft got Sega, but PlayStation got Sega too. What are you talking about? I don't get it. I don't understand why you guys don't see that PC is a competing platform against your box. But okay. I play High on Life 2, beautiful, crazy game. Really? It's that is it really good? Because I heard it got a 72. if we look at scores though. By the way, another thing, 360 Gen, there wasn't too much negativity because the only problem with the first 360 was the hardware failures, which eventually got fixed because of it. Wasn't too much negativity. Well, they were calling because there wasn't that much social media going around for people to complain though. And lately, everybody complains about everything. David, I found out something the other day. I was like with my mouth open. There are some people, for example, that go out there and complain if you copy, let's say if someone has a build in Diablo and you grab the same build because it works, people get mad at you and they're saying that you're copying the Diablo thing, you're not good, blah blah blah, because they copied the whole Diablo thing. I'm like, what? Seriously, the people out there be mad about that? Oh man, no way. Not every car on the market are best sellers doesn't mean they're bad cars. Exactly, because I gotta tell you something though. My Xbox is kicking, is cooking, and is feeling good. I have 5 years with the box, knock on wood, and it still works perfectly fine. And thank God it still is. Sega stopped making console after Dreamcast, but they still made hardware. Oh, you're gonna get it now, Molly. You're gonna get it. Because you're focused on the whole Sega thing though. Alright, so let's keep going. Then everyone PS6 is coming at 2030. Do you think PS6 will hit around 50 million at the end by 2030? PS5 you mean? The only way they can hit that is if they release a console with a lesser price, though. If they don't, they're not going to hit it. No, it's not going to be, a good thing. It's not going to be a good thing. AI is mad, said Zuri. They are good in their own way. 100%. But look, here's the thing, though, chat. A lot of people out there, right, don't seem to understand what's going on because look, Xbox, the console itself, did not sell as well as the PS5. We know, we see it. But the thing is, if you believe that it's not making money because it's at 30 million, then you're seriously not seeing what's happening though. Because again, this is what I understand. You guys only focus on the console. You don't focus on anything else. What Xbox business is all about, or where are they going with this? The Xbox Play Anywhere feature and all this stuff. You got Xbox pretty much everywhere for you to log in and play games. So look, you guys are always focused on the whole console thing. You guys got to get out of the console space idea and look what's happening. Because like I keep saying this, and it's the truth though, I'm seeing a lot of Sony fanboys grabbing handhelds. I'm not kidding you. They're grabbing handhelds and buying games on Steam. I'm seeing that a lot these days. I'm seeing it. So Safa says PS is dead in my opinion. Did you see what the new God of War looks like? It's running on a Sega Game Gear. Oh damn. Then they had a state of play where their own first party got outstaged by multiplats. That is so true. But it's whatever, yeah. If this state of play is Sony living off third parties, you should be concerned. But they're not gonna ever be concerned though, Safo. They never are. You know what one told me, Safo? You know what one told me the other day about that? They said what's important is that Santa Monica's working on the remakes. I'm like, what? So you find it's important that Santa Monica is working on remakes and not a whole new game? Funny when Xbox, Molly bet you're about to get fired up because I don't understand why you're so fed up about it. Because here's what's funny though, we're here chilling. We don't get triggered by that. We just sit here and laugh about it when you guys come up with stuff. I find it just funny that Xbox gets triggered when anyone says the truth. What's the next Xbox or PC? Again, what's wrong with that though? Isn't PC supposed to be? Isn't PC supposed to the master race though? But again, why don't you guys see that PC competes with you all though? I mean, even Digital Foundry does the videos and it shows you where the games play better. And they add PC because you play games on PC. Oh God, I love how they always try to ignore stuff. And PlayStation's already Sega a long time ago. It's been Sega for Phew, since 2020. But you don't see them leaving the console market though. There's a lot of people still prefer to buy a console. No problem with that. But compared to PC though, PC is up to almost to 2 billion users right now. And Xbox trying to head that way. And there's nothing wrong with the company going that way. I don't find it wrong with that. They refuse to acknowledge anything but consoles because they have no other argument. Exactly. That's it. 100% right. That they have nothing else besides that. Because before, I always say this, it was a 1080p and the 60 back in 2014. And then when the Xbox One came out with the X, oh God, oh Lord, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I got a question though, simple and easy, Molly Bed. Go if you have a screwdriver, if you have a screwdriver and you have the time, seriously, open up your consoles, have fun, and then come back and talk to me. Go for it. And tell me if these console components are not PC like. Go for it. They have a fan, they have a system on a chip, they have pretty much everything a PC has. Did you not see the girl how she put together all three boxes and made a PC with those things? I mean, if you have not seen it, search for it. She literally sat down and built a big ass PC box with all three consoles: Nintendo Switch, the Xbox Series, and the PS5. She made a PC with it. No joke, you can find it. As we hope, it's gonna be normal Xbox with some PC features or stores. SX already has many PC features: quick resume, internet app, emulators, yada yada yada. That is true though. And not only that, if you turn on the Xbox and you buy games, as Joy pointed out, it's the Windows Store. You can see it. Turn it on. I noticed that the other day when Joey showed it to me. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But the thing is, if you have the OS, so I got simple and easy. Hold on a second. Let me show you guys something. Here's what they don't seem to understand though, because it seems like they don't have an Xbox though. But I'll show you guys something. And even I think even David Cohen knows this. But look, I'll show you something. Let me see if I got a 360 game installed. Camera, follow Lou. Come on. Follow Lou. Come on. Follow Lou. Follow Lou. I love you, but follow Lou. So here comes my TV going on. Okay. Logging in with Crazy Louie. Oh, I hate when the TV does this. Yeah, because I had it on the Amazon Fire now. I just got to go back to it. Let's see if I got a 360 game installed. If I don't, look for one and install it. Oh, so Olivo is online with Steven, though, I see. All right. Olivo! I see you online, Olivo. Free day for Olivo. No, Olivo, I'm not. Olivo, I'm not joining the party. I'm live. How is Olivo inviting me to the party, though, when I'm live, though? That leper sent me a message. What is that leper saying? Hey, Lou, what's up, that leopard? I see you. I see you. So watch this. Let me go to my app store. Ooh, controller batteries are low. Wow, I haven't charged controller for like a month. Cool. All right, so my name's an apps. Let's go see if I got a 360 game. So look, I'm gonna launch you one right here. Camera, follow Lou. Follow Lou. Hold on, chat. Let me go look at the remotes. I gotta show you something. Okay, so this is my TV. So look, let me see if this one does it, because I don't know if this game does it. So I'm going to launch a game right now, and I'm on my Series X, guys. I'm on my Series X right now, and I'm launching a 360 game, which is called DuckTales. So I'm launching it right now. I'll play DuckTales. Oh, okay, it's launching. Where did it go? What is this? What was this level, chat? You go ahead and tell them. So I got a question, chat. Where is this game launching from? This game is launching from the 360 OS, basically. Because right now, I'm right. If I look at my menu and I try to get a part, if I say okay, let me invite someone to a party or something, it becomes pretty much the 360 OS. This is it launches from the 360. Oh my god. And the next console's gonna do the same thing though. It doesn't make sense to make an Xbox PC with solvable parts. It'll be again hard to develop for because consoles need own dev kits. It can only be a console. If they give you that option, to like if they can give you an option like to like upgrade certain things in the box, it'll be fantastic. Oh, I always believe that if Xbox gave you a console, you can upgrade like several things, and it's easy to upgrade. I'll be happy with that. If we get that option though. Molly's in timeout. Aw, I imagine why though. But yeah, PlayStation fans can crap on Xbox first party games, third party support, and price increase. But all their arguments become invalid at the moment they crap quick resume because they don't know anything. Yep, 100% though. That's true. Be nice says Louis talking to his camera like it's a puppy. No, I gotta tell him to follow me. I gotta tell the camera, come follow me. Follow Louis. Look, see, over here, come here. Come here. This way. This way. I love it. Thank you, Zuri. You have a good one. Que tengas un excelente resto de tu stream y mantentes a salvo. Yeah, I'll be good. I'll be good. You too. You too. I'll see you in a bit. But yeah, that's the thing, though, chat. Look, at the end of the day, though, Molly wanted attention and received it. Yeah, he did. He wanted the attention, though, because look, at the end of the day, though, they can talk all they want. They're like, oh, is that, is this and that. But listen, if I can go, if the next Xbox is going to give me the option to launch my Series X games, it's going to give me the option to launch my 360 games, my OG Xbox games, like this one did, because this gives you the option to launch the OG Xbox games. This gives you the option to launch 360 games. I imagine the next Xbox was going to do it, though. So it's funny how they do not know it because you know why they don't know it, chat? And you got to educate them because at the end of the day, they're stuck in the they're stuck in the PlayStation ways because they don't open up, they don't see stuff. They're mad because they've been trolled because, again, you guys don't want to open up and check things out. Go check them out. There's nothing wrong with being curious and checking things out when it comes down to technology. That's the thing I love is checking out technology, see what's going out there, what's cooking, what will make my gaming life easier. Like I said, when I was in California, all I needed was my controller, my cell phone, logged into through the TV app, and I was playing games on cloud. Wow, made my life simpler, right, chat? And that's what we need in our life, chat, is to have things more simple, to play games more simple, to have fun more simple, not have all these headaches by buying all these boxes and having them in your living room, taking up a lot of space, my friend. That is the truth. We don't need that. We're tired of that. I mean, seriously, it's like what I say. I got two hands. That's it. Two hands. And the thing is, I do not have the time to sit down and play on all four boxes anymore. Point is, be on X fam, they don't be playing games like that 100%. They don't. What they rather do is complain, complain, complain. They don't understand how the system works, so they don't. Okay, it has more features, then why is no one buying it? What? No one's buying it? The X, the Xbox? And Ruben, I don't know why nobody's buying it, bro. You're asking the wrong person. I know is I bought it, and a lot of these people in this chat bought it, and they're happy with it. Now, if anyone else doesn't buy it, it's cool. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, not a coincidence. You picked DuckTales. Yep. Says Chris. DuckTales. Woohoo. I love DuckTales, though. Nobody messing with my DuckTales. I love it. Why is nobody buying it? Why are you guys? That's the funny thing, though. Nobody needs to buy it, though. Because that's something I'm going to give you a straight answer to. Nobody needs to buy an Xbox to enjoy its games either. They showed you that. Why is a PS5 selling like PS2? Because there are no improvement. Gens are almost the same day. We will still have them for the 30 million people. And the funny thing is, they're buying just to play Fortnite. That's it. Laugh out loud. Xbox sold at least 30 million cons, 30 million nuns. Yep. And I think 30 million is nothing, though. Oh, Lord. I mean, if the Xbox Series X did not sell shit and it was down to 8 million, I would say it failed. because that's a failed number right there. Shout out to the 49 people here on the show. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And also hit that bell. Chat, we're heading to 2K. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're already at 1,900. So happy we hit that number. Yes. So, because the Series X is a great emulator back compact, that's another one. There's a strong feature on current consoles since we know quite a bit of older games got FPS boosted OG Xbox and Xbox 360 games. People are saying they go with what's popular and not what gives you quality. Wow, they reasy with the strike right there. Damn. Yeah, but they're so stuck with that whole idea that if the Xbox doesn't sell, it's a failure. Because that's what media, and that's the thing that they taught them though. But they don't see what's happening though. If it's a failure, why this year we're getting all these games? If it's a failure, why this year we're getting all this cool stuff? We've been pumping up content this throughout the whole gen, first party content. When that was, remember back guys, back in the day, that was the argument. Xbox doesn't have first party. Oh, now it does. And what do they say though? Oh, they're bad at first party. Jesus, yet they go ahead and buy it too. Ah. Mr. Kima says Xbox at 40, 82, 50 million consoles sold, not 30 million as PlayStation fanboy. Sony fanboys once believed. Listen, but here's what's funny though. Do we care? You know what we care about? Is what am I going to play next? That's what I care for. Because again, if Xbox made money on these boxes, cool. But let's say they make $5 or $10, but that doesn't pay for everything they're doing though. Paying full price on PS5 when you have them all on Game Pass is just exactly. And you remember those guys out there that were saying, "Oh, I'm going to leave Xbox. I'm going to PS5 now to start my library because it started with the third party and everything." I'm like, why? Why? This is exhausting. The same BS. These were to show up with resolution what the top. Safo, they are lost, and here we are to shut them down when they come with the BS. And we shut them down though, because he ain't happy. Because it isn't just an Xbox where players are. Exactly. But with Xbox, everyone needs to add users on TV as well. 100%. Pay full price for PS5 when you can have them all in game. Yep, exactly. But look, at the end of the day, who cares how much they sold though? At the end of the day, though, is that we're having fun and playing games. That's what we gotta care for, and just play your games and have a blast. That's all you gotta care about, and save money too because this hobby is expensive. I mean, even Schreier the other day came out and said something. I was like, "Wow, finally Schreier said something. Now I gotta agree with him." And that is $70 is still too much for a game. Come on, you guys can lower the prices. Insane. So how about the new God of War banger 2D size roller? We already talked about that so many times now that it's a waste of energy talking about it. I mean, seriously, that I don't want to talk about that again because why? I mean, it came out. You saw the creator pissed off. Well, I mean, he never happy though, but he was pissed off about it. But yeah, that's all we got to say about that. Also, TV 46 can't say about PS or Nintendo. That's why. Oh, that exactly. They're just mad about that. I'm telling you, they're never happy. They're never happy. I mean, while we're right here enjoying what Xbox gives us, they're mad about it. They're mad. But at the end of the day, though, chat, all we gotta do is play games and have fun. That's all we gotta do. Have fun. Enjoy your games. Take down the world with game. Oh, Twitter's not working finally. Oh. So now the main topic of the day is PlayStation coming out in what is it? 2030, 2029. The only way I know that's coming out is when the year goes by, I say, uh-oh, it still has not come out. That's the only way I'll know, though. But as of now, so King David says, Rome has fallen and they did it to themselves. Damn, King David. The AI fueled chip crisis reportedly may cause a delay on the release of the PlayStation 6 and price rise of the Nintendo Switch 2. No, I can't believe it. Seriously. Like I always say, if it's ready, it's ready. I saw the whole RDNA 5 that is reported not going to have an RDNA 5 chip. Well, there goes the Badge's argument. I mean, if he talked about it, because I haven't seen it though. So let's see though. High on Life 2 is a lot of fun. Yeah, High on Life 2 has got to be a great game. Yeah, because I mean, if the first one was funny as hell, this was going to be twice as funny too. So let's see. They also on TVs. Okay, 40 million players. Xbox exclusive trash is still trash. What I know is why someone with mainly plays on PlayStation or Nintendo is so concerned with Xbox is doing and what Xbox players are doing. That's a good question though. I don't know. It's like they have a fever with that because they were out there trying to fight all these Sony fans, and then or trying to fight all these Xbox fans and everything because they come up with these lies though, and when you try to feed them the truth though, they get pissed off. I don't know, but there's also millions on TVs and Fire Stick. Exactly. High on Life 2 is fun. So overall, at least 60 million players across Xbox as a whole. I'm a bot and I'm a God of War fan. The game does not look like God of War game. I'm sorry, but not sorry. I'm with Jaffe. He is mad though about it. And while Tony Hawk is now Xbox IP, doesn't make exclusive, it's still multiplat, which I think to see games will go everywhere. Same here. I'm on a murder case on Hold 2 RN, laugh out loud. What game is that though? But yeah, chat, look, it's not what I say though. They come up with all these weird narratives, right? And all we got to do is laugh at them. That's it. But again, at the end of the day, selling or not selling, doing well or not doing well, as they say on all those lies, what they're saying. But look, all we got to worry about is what game are we going to play? Let me go type this. We are still live and talking about uh, social clubs and Spider-Man. Also, Spider-Man. Join the fun. All right, let's go. Just finally posted, been able to post a show on Twitter. I wasn't able to earlier. It was like it was down though. I just posted the Louis signal. That's it. But the topic of the day is PS6 coming out in 2030, 2035, 2060, 2080. Just worry about what to play next, my friends. Because listen, we have not gotten what's up with what's up with this generation, right? We have not gotten this console like going all the way, right? Using its full maximum power capacity. So why are we worried about next gen consoles? I mean, I would like to talk about them, at least have more discussion about it. I'm ready for next gen, yeah, 100%. But why am I worried though? I'm playing. That's what I'm worried about. We can talk about it, have fun, but at the end of the day, if this gens keep giving me games, I'm gonna keep on playing, baby. That's what I worry about, my friends. Look what features are over. Oh, the whole social club thing. They were out there, saying that it needs to be more social, but it was a niche feature though, Mike Johnson. It was a niche feature. Like nobody used it though. Like it was just niche. It was too small. Nobody used it as much, and so they're taking away social clubs. Yeah, when Rockstar did it, nobody complained. And Rockstar is big. Rockstar is huge though. And they took it away last year, and nobody had the same energy or talked bad about Rockstar. That Xbox Rockstar needs to be more social or all this stuff. Just looking for something to complain bad about Xbox all the time. I don't get it, but all right. Um, uh, let's talk about the clubs. That's why I got my Black Friday. Oh, wait, Mike Johnson. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. You got a PC, Mike Johnson? You a PlayStation fan got a PC? Okay, all right, okay. Let's talk about clubs. I'm currently watching the movie Spookies in the game High on Life 2. Really? Oh, God, oh God, oh God. Did you play Bible? What was it? Bible Tales? Have you played that in High on Life too? Let's see. Richie says, will we still able to make an announcement for game recruit players? Is kind of the only way to play Bleeding Edge. Yep, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. You can still do that's called looking for groups. You can still look for groups. That still is there. The looking for groups is still there, Richie. That's not gonna way. You can still post your pictures, your what's it called? Your gameplay and everything. So if you got a good play you want to post it, you can still post and all that stuff. You can still chat, you can still message. The only thing is that social clubs is gone. And I love how they were trying like to go out there and pinpoint like it needs to be more social. But if this is out for years and people were not using this, then why have it there though? Seriously, why have it there? Why have it there? And Discord is is pretty much a main line right now. And all that stuff. So this generation of gaming was barely lived up to its potential with rising costs and shortages not making matters. So I'm not in a rush for next gen hardware. I am hoping PlayStation should delay the PS6 and Valve and actually delay their hardware too. I don't think Valve's gonna delay the hardware, bro. I think they're ready to launch. So if they have some production in there, they gotta sell it. They're not gonna be holding it on warehouses and be like, okay, let's have it here for a while. No, I think they gotta launch. Louis, look up Roadside. Research. It's a game. I know what it is, TJ. I already got it downloaded. I got it downloaded, my friend. It's been downloaded and ready to go. You know what I love, chat? I love when social media has nothing to talk about, right? I love how they grab David Jaffe's lash about the game and going out there and talk about David Jaffe's lash. He's pissed off. He says, hey, hey, I'm not liking this game. But everybody's going to talk about it. Oh, God. I mean, it got a 75. Didn't it get a 75, though, as a review, though? It got a 75, right? Yeah, it got a 75 Metacritic, though. Poor God of War, Sons of Sparta. I don't get it. Chat, I don't even know what's going on. Hey, Zena, good morning, girl. How you doing, Zena? Zena, how you doing? What's up? You cooking? Oh, man. So it says here, Mount Fuji looks massive in the trailer. However, in real life, Mount Fuji is a secret mountain. Vehicles are not drivable. What do you think Forza will do? Huh? Okay. Hmm. Let's keep going. Let's keep going down the list. Now they're looking for something to complain about Forza Horizon. Damn. So good news. It says that Square Enix is working on developing Final Fantasy 7 3 for all platforms. Just waking up. Hope you are well. Yes, I am well. I'm just chilling here. I'm relaxed. Today is a good day. Like always, we're here on Mondays, having a good discussion, having fun. We had some fanboys dropping in here, not understanding how the Xbox works. They're saying it's going full PC and all this stuff, and they're butthurt about it. But I gotta tell them to grab a screwdriver, open up the console, and see if this console's not a PC. Like, I mean, what's the difference between it? All it has, it's operating system. It's PlayStation operating system. But if you can hack beyond it and install Windows into it, you can probably do it. So yeah, and make it work as a PC. Because we saw one person go out there, build themselves a PC with all three consoles on it. No joke. It's out there. No joke. So, and again, that dev's not delivering in a AAA game space, while indie devs are innovating. Also, Burger King games in the style of Halo. Courage is weird. We were supposed to get groundbreaking, cost-cutting technology. Yet games cost more to make, slower to make and full of bugs. What happened? Good question, Rachie. I don't know. They cost too much money. They do. I mean, it's like when I sit and I look at them, I'm like, man, $70, which I converted to pesos, is a lot of money, though. especially when the peso is going up too, because everything goes up though. It keeps on rising the price. I don't know why, but okay, okay. It's a really expensive gem, my friends. It's really expensive. And now what we gotta do is I always keep on telling you guys this. Stop hating what's happening over there on Xbox, right? Stop hating all that stuff and seriously take full advantage of what's going on. If you can save money in James, stop being those guys that says that renting is wrong or that renting sucks because you don't own the game or you're that guy that does all this stuff and that stuff. I'm like, bro, stop with that. You used to rent games when you were a young kid. Come on. Stop acting like you never rented games. Stop with the ego crap. Save your cash. This is a hobby. Stop taking the whole console thing seriously. I'm wondering if the new Xbox PC console will have a few new controller designs come with it too. I don't know why, but NFL, you brought up a good point though. I think that the next Elite console is coming out soon though. I don't know why I had that feeling. I don't get it. I don't know why I have a feeling they're going to soon announce a new controller. I had that feeling though. I had that's gonna be like the next big announcement though. I don't know why. I have that strange feeling though. We probably might see this coming out. I do, no joke. I have a feeling that in the next couple coming weeks or showcases, we probably might see the new Elite controller. But again, if they're gonna do a new Elite controller, seriously, please fix this problem. This is the number one thing y'all gotta fix right here. This rubber pads. Fix this. Fix it. I'm getting tired of that thing sticking away from my controller. My job's just like some third-party devs can't develop crap on the Series S and destroys PS5 Pro pisser. Exactly. Like we got a game that came out and it was just came out and the Series X destroyed the Pro. I was like, oh, Mr. Teddy Keys, good morning. I just woke up. What is the future Xbox is shutting down? They're shutting down social clubs. It's the end of the era because they're shutting down those social clubs. Oh, and they're pretty mad about it because social clubs is coming to an end. Out there they're pretty mad about it, but hey, it's cool. It's cool. Let them be mad about it. Me? If you ask me, did we use social clubs? Not really. I didn't take advantage of that. If I was a part of an Xbox social club, I didn't even notice that though. I'm being as honest as I can be. Didn't notice that. People went to Discord and used other clubs, but yeah, okay. Even Rockstar shut this down last year. But the looking for groups is still there, and other things are still there, my friends. They are still there. They are still there. They have not gone away. No. Social clubs were never fleshed out. Exactly. I know the looking for group is still there. That was like I know that two or three people still use it, but if people are using that, it's cool. But at the end of the day, though, like, why is everybody crying about this? Not everybody, When I mean by everybody, I mean everybody out there on Twitter, the ones who do cry. Though. That's what I mean. The guys who cry out there on Twitter, the supposed Xbox guys. Hmm. On Xbox to update Edge browser on Xbox. Remove the digital keyboard pop-up. If I can get a physical keyboard, plug it in. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. So again, all reporting is on Sony moving their console. You know what's so funny? The reports say that because they want to push Sony to come out and say, no, we're on track. It's going to be released in 28 though. That's why they're reporting that out there. Trying to get that info. They're trying to really dig in when will Sony release the next PS6. Mm-hmm. TBF, they all Xbox fans laugh out loud. Who's the X? They're out there? No, they're not. Dead Leopard says most of Twitter's fake outrage, 100%. It's fake. They just want to grab something and just talk all they want to talk about, just to talk bad about something. Incredible. They talk about it like, oh, let's be good, let's do this. I mean, bro, I have done a couple tests out there on Twitter. Like I remember, I pushed several videos that Silent Cipher sent me about Xbox being stores and everything. I'm like, oh, just laughing. And the negative comments on those videos are hilarious. I'm like, wow, really? So much hate against the Xbox. I find it funny. I just do. I just do. I deleted Twitter over a year and it was the best decision I've made. I mean, I wish, listen, if I could find like better sources to get my news, instead of Twitter, I would have gone away. But I just use Twitter to grab news. That's it. Nothing else, just to pick up on news. And of course, you read those rumors and stuff like that. But I just laugh. I don't let it. I don't let the whatever they're saying out there, I don't let it affect me because look, like it's like what I always say in the end of the day though. When we finish, talking about things here and having a blast, having a cool conversation, all that stuff. At the end of the day, I always tell you guys, worry about what's next to play. Don't worry about what the company is doing. Don't worry about all this stuff. Just play your games and have fun. They say, oh, the Xbox is going to die. Okay. But yet again, we keep on getting games though. So, but cool. Yeah, that's how it is, chat. It is what it is. And they say it's dead, and I turn it on, and it still works. Ah, amazing. So let's see what else is out there besides the PSAs could be delayed though. Let's see if I can get some other news though. Because I mean, if that's it, then because tomorrow we'll probably bring it up or something. I don't know. Let's see what I can cook. GTA 3 costs like 5 million. When The Last of Us remastered Star Wars Jedi Survivor artist says the industry is becoming less risky and creative, as anything under 100 million is considered small. Wow, really? That's crazy. Hmm. Hmm. So, Chad, let's have a discussion right here. Anything you guys want to bring up, my friends? Anything you guys want to bring it to the table? Because for news, I guess we're done covering everything that comes out to the news of today. Because we talked about Spider-Man. As they say, it's not going over there. But at the end of the day, we're gonna have it over there. So, what's the point of you posting that tweet out there? I guess it was just for trolling, just to get the account moving. But you guys back in 2017 or back in 21 or back in 22, they said these Spider-Man will never, ever, 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 ever go to PC or anything else. And all of a sudden the game did appear on PC. So it's kind of hard to trust what you all say. I think y'all are trolling though. More than likely, Madden 20 and NBA 2K28 will release next year for the next gen Xbox before the PS6 comes in 2030. Chat, I got a question. Do you guys really think we're gonna see next gen play like we're gonna see like Xbox with next gen next year or not? Because I know, look, we're in the 25th anniversary of Xbox. I get it, but will we probably see that happening though? I believe this year probably something has to be shown or talked a little bit more about it. But will it be um But would it be like what would actually happen though? Do you guys think that this year we'll probably get a console announcement or next year though? Because I'm a guy that believes that there'll be some stuff being talked about, but announcement though, I don't know though. The god of the god of that god of was chicken game coming to Xbox Live for I can't live without PS exclusives. Oh, remember that? And now they're cheering for a third party game, which is Grand Theft Auto. It's going to be the God Savior. But before, exclusives were the God Savior, though. More than likely, we will. It will probably be the same that happened with the Xbox 360, and then the PS3 came out the next year after that. All right. It could. I mean, I don't have any doubts, though, but I mean, with the Steam Machine coming out, which the Steam Machine is a box that can actually, because it's got some PC features and can go out there and have a boxing match against Xbox. Because I think that's why Steam is releasing that Steam Machine. It's not going out there to compete against PlayStation, though. No, I don't think it is, though. When it comes console wise, I don't think it is. But again, it's a gaming platform, though. So yeah, it can't compete against it. Because look, let's say this, chat. Let's say this. The Steam machine comes out and actually runs games 4K 60 on the dot, perfect, natively, no problem. Nothing drops though. And it comes out for the price of 600 for the less version and 800 for the expensive version. Will it damage other console brands though? I can live without PS first party exclusives, but third party exclusives kind of hard though. Got a PS5 for Zenless Zone Zero. Yeah, and then didn't Zenless Zone Zero go to Xbox now, Raichi? It will cost Sony a lot more money to port Spider-Man to Xbox due to licensing agreements with importing costs though. But that's the thing though. I mean, if Disney sits down and says, okay, let's send it over there because it's going to bring more money in, right? Because right now it's in a pause moment. Because that's the thing though, right? Like, how fast is Spider-Man 2 selling, or Spider-Man Remaster, or Spider-Man Miles Morales right now, this very moment? How are they selling on the PlayStation though and PC? That's something that they don't talk about though. Yes, ZZZ is on Xbox now, but it still took a year. Yeah, I know how it is, Rich. I know how it is, and that's Sony that tries to do that though. At least for that one game or any other game, push you to get a PlayStation though. But when it comes down to first parties, the first party stores, because before Reichi, what mattered was the first party games. It was never the third party. That's what matters because remember they love to move the goalposts a lot. It will cost Sony a lot more money to port Spider-Man to Xbox due to, but nah, I don't think it would cost that money though. Because at the end of the day, if Disney sees that they could get cash on it and Sony can, they will port it if they can get the cash on it. And I don't know why they haven't ported it though. I'm not joking you. I don't know why they haven't ported it though. Because if they did port it though, you know the cash they would bring in. But hey, it is what it is. They want to hold off. Okay, hold off. But I think it's very important that they go ahead and one day announce, okay, it's coming. I got the PS4 for Persona 5. First party was never a purchasing point for me. There you go. First party. The thing they told us in their faces that was the most important thing in the history of gaming. And yet, we find out the truth. It was never first party. It was all third party games. Actually pushed the box. Chat, who played Reanimal though? How's Reanimal? Nobody talked to me about Reanimal. How is it? You can often change your circumstances, never change your attitude. Okay, let me see now. Hmm. Let's see what I can find though. Hmm. I'm still looking for news, my friends, because seriously, like out there, the news is all about PlayStation 5, waiting for PS6. Third party Wii games have always been PlayStation's biggest advantage. Yeah. That's the thing, though. I mean, if you look at it, third party exclusive, no, exclusive. And that's another one because I'm seeing something that's happening. Like, there's not a lot of companies these days that want to tie themselves too much on the whole third party exclusive thing in PlayStation, though. They're actually giving like a year, 6 months or so for the game, for the game to be on PlayStation, not giving it as it was before, that it was years and years and years and years being held off, though. Because remember, Chad, look at Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy said, nope, I'm out. Silent Hill devs give it 1 year. For Silent Hill 2, Crimson Desert said, hell no. They said, hell no. We ain't giving you that cash. I mean, that game, I mean, not cash. They said, hell no. But yeah, I'm seeing a lot of third party devs just shortening their. Look at Neo 3. Neo 3 came out and said, "Oh, you only got 6 months." I was like, "Wow." It's like that window is getting shorter and shorter and shorter because look, Death Stranding, right, came out to PlayStation and then they ported a PC. And after a couple of years, they decided to port it on Xbox. Which remember what they said though? They were saying it was a Kojima decision. And Death Stranding 2, seriously, like 8 months later, is now porting it to PC. 9 months after the game releases, now dropping to PC though. AC3 and AC Rogue looks better on Xbox Series X than the remaster versions. Really? Wow. Wow. Mm, that's insane. On top of the whole Xbox PC thing, we can finally play online the OG Xbox games on Xbox Live because the Eximo emulator and the Signa Xbox Live Revival. Wow, not know that either. And to be honest, though, chat, we're gonna have a big advantage over there. Because, look, I say this and say it with heart, though. If we could have a powerful machine with top-notch graphics, doing what it can do, playing our own games, also bringing other libraries, which I've been purchasing games on, like Epic and BattleNet and Steam and all that stuff, right? I mean, if we're getting all those stores in one box, I'm super duper happy. I'm happy. Now the next question is, will I be able to stream on my Xbox though? The shows I do. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Nah, just I think I'm asking for too much though. I think I'm asking for too much though. But the funny thing, you know what, NFL plus PS2 emulator online servers as well. But here's what's funny though: if you talk to New Jack Gaming, he will tell you how to do all that stuff in dev mode on Xbox. Ask him; he'll tell you because he does that all the time. I mean, this man has gotten so many games to play on his Xbox because he really uses that dev mode. No joke. Just ask New Jack; he'll tell you about it. Oh Lord. So wait, the PlayStation 5 is RDNA 1 though? And there were Sega's RDNA 2? Plus it will feature RDNA 3? Uh-oh. See, he even told you. Hell yeah, he told you. I'm not kidding you. New Jack knows when it comes to dev mode, talk to New Jack. He'll tell you even how to get Nintendo to work there. Probably. Nintendo don't sue me, just in case, but he'll even tell you how to get Nintendo to work there. No joke. A new report from a trusted insider suggests Sony may not release its next generation console, the PlayStation 6, until 2020 or possibly even 2029. No. You get Steam games on Xbox Series X, no problem, no download free fee needed. There you go. Oh God. Wow. PS6 won't use 4 GPU architecture is claimed. Wow. Here we go again. We're back to this. Oh Lord. Hmm. Damn, high guard. It keeps falling down. Right now, its players right now is 759 on Steam. Damn. Oh, high guard. If you're gonna go, have a good one. Damn. PlayStation 5 RDNA 9. Don't let the bots lie to you. Oh Lord. I mean, remember that with the PS5 Pro? Oh God. Even Digital Foundry was like, when they did the video, they were about to cry though. I mainly have all those on my gaming PC, and once the new Xbox comes out, converting everything over 100%, the PS3 emulator 2, I've been playing Killzone 2 online on it. Wow, that's cool stuff. Wow, cool stuff. But listen, I know New Jack. has figured that out so that you can talk to. He tells you how to do it on the Xbox because Xbox has something called dev mode, and he literally I don't know how many stuff he has on there, but he showed me he plays Mortal Kombat. He shows me he plays a ton, and I do mean a ton of PS2 games and PS1 games. I mean, this man plays everything on that box. I don't know how the heck he did it, but he just did it. He just did it. Yeah, PlayStation 5 is our DNA 9. Oh god, I love that discussion though. It was fun times. The thing that annoys me the most is a lot of the pop up asking to download game each time. All of these emulators with online service crossplay with real console players to for PS3, PS2, and OG Xbox. So we'll have advantage when it comes to online since we're on a powerful hardware. I got over 10,000 games. There you go. See, PS is getting PS is getting RDNA before AMD. I mean, Chad, look, you cannot make this up. That's why when you go out there, you listen to them talk. All you gotta do is grab a back popcorn and just eat. Just have fun watching them talk. All the BS they talk though. That's all you gotta do, my chat. That's all. And just have fun with it. That's it. They're always out there crying, complaining, mad, furious. Um, when they have something to troll about, they change it around. That's all they do. That's all they do. They're never happy. And what I find annoying is how they come by to this show all mad and try to get us like mad about their stuff. I'm like, why? Why are you trying to get us mad though? We're here happy. We're here talking about games. We're here enjoying life. Talking about what's next for the console, what's coming out, what games are coming out. Shit. I mean, everything's good. Everything is good. It's still looking good though for us. It still is. So let's see though. Uh oh. All right. Let's see what's cooking. But man, that Reanimal game looks cool. I gotta try that Reanimal game. Chat, you guys want to play Reanimal on here? You guys want to play? Should I play it on the console though? Because if you want me to go live and be scared shitless, and I'll do it live. Oh, cool announcement though. If you guys like Rainbow Six Siege, Solid Snake review trailer. Yes, we're getting Snake in Rainbow Six Siege. But we had Snake in Fortnite though. But that's cool though. That's a cool feature, we gotta say though. That's a cool feature. PS5 running boards order. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Order listed from the PS Store to the Bizarre Situation Publisher rating SRB, Speed of Llama. Okay, that's again, let's get it. Okay. Never mind, I thought it was like big news though. But yeah, chat, I'm going down the list, see what else I can find. But if not, chat, that's it. No more news for today. No, besides Christmas Desert not getting microtransaction, which is a cool thing. And yeah, I guess that's it. Let's see what else pops in the news beside the PlayStation 5 being delayed. I mean 6, sorry. Sorry. Being delayed though. There's nothing else it seems. So anything you guys want to talk about? We eating hash browns instead of popcorn. You know what? Why so serious? I'm mad at you. Why you gotta bring that up right now? I'm not eating nothing. Oh no. I ate 2 slices of pizza this morning, so that was pretty good. So PS6 will come with RDNA 22.5. Damn. I mean, if that's true, I mean, if it comes out in 2040, I'll probably see RDNA 22.5. I got a question for you, chat. Do you guys believe the PlayStation 5 was actually RDNA 2, though? Because this is a custom chip, though. When it means custom, it's like a hybrid, though. Adidas 20 remember for 26 months. Adidas, thank you so much, brother. Wow, 26 months. That's 2 years and 2 months. Wow, amazing, bro. Damn. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, chat. I got a new one for you guys before we start to head off. I need to buy a new headset. Any recommendations for my new Xbox headset? And please, please, please make it Bluetooth and with a good battery. Please. Cause seriously, I don't like cables too much. Cables and I have a problem. No joke. I accidentally sometimes they get like for example my microphone though. I sometimes tie 'em up with the chair. I sometimes tie 'em up. It happens, and all the time, they drop, and it's like ugh, I hate when that happens. So I'm not a big cable guy. So yeah, Chad. I mean, any Speaking of that, let me charge my controller, which I gotta charge it because it's running really low on batteries. So, any recommendations, my chat? Anything you guys recommend me for headphones? Which one is good? That's wireless. It's got a good Bluetooth because seriously, you know what? Let me go to the website though. And let's see if you guys and the Xbox turns on again because I'm charging my controller. Why are you turning on? Come on, bro. I'm just charging the controller. There you go. So let's go to the website I really enjoy the most and let's see what's cooking on there. Okay, so our things on there. Let's see what my headsets are good for me to buy. And let's see if Chat has those headsets though and give me a rating right here. Let's go check it out though. Products. Audio headphones. All right, headphones. So popular headphones reviews. Sony WH-1000 XM6. Yeah, I don't know about that though, because those headphones that are from Sony though, they're expensive as hell. They're like freaking $800 headphones. But either way though, let's have fun. Let's review. Let's see what the review says though. It says here. Sports and fitness, 7.4. Travels, 4.5. Office work, 8.5. Wireless gaming and development. Uh-oh. It does not have wireless. Oh, wired gaming and development. Oh, you gotta wire it up. Ugh. Yes. See, that's what I mean. I mean, why are we still using wired headphones though? But okay. Unstable with intense movement, audio delivery, consistency issues. Okay, let's not look at that then. No, take that away. So let's see though. Headphones for Xbox. Let's type it in. Headphones for Xbox. All right. Still searching. So it says here let me see the six best headsets for Xbox Series X and S. All right, let's check it out. So the best headset for Xbox is I don't know if you guys had this, Audi's Maxwell. All right, let's go see. It's got sports and fitness 6.6. Seriously, you're gonna wear this to do exercise, but okay. Travel 6.2. Office work, wireless gaming and development 7.8. Wired gaming and development 7.8. Audio reproduction accuracy 6.6. Noise cancellation. Ooh, that has a short noise cancellation. So yeah. Cons, not a very stable and can fall off your head with a moderate movement. Uh-oh. I mean, I move too much, chat. I move too much, so I'd probably drop it though. Great overall boom mic performance. EQ3 presets, outstanding battery life. What is the battery life on these suckers though? And what's the price? Louis, check your WhatsApp. TJ, the last headphones I bought was the ones you told me about. And seriously, those headphones they're right now just being destroyed though. So all these, okay, let's see what's the price on these suckers. Thank you for that, TJ. Let me see. It says here. Hmm. 80 plus hour battery life? Oh, hell yeah. Now I'm liking that though. Because the thing is though, Trevor really draws me in. Holy shit, those are big ass headphones though. Damn. I'm liking this. I'm liking this. So what's the price though on these suckers though? Does it cost too much? Hell no. But if it does have an 80-hour battery, $350? Ah, shit. Gonna have to save money for that one though. Filter AI noise removal. Thank God. I hope it has that noise remover because seriously, when I turn on that fan though, Like people can hear me playing on with the fan. They're like, "Oh, Lou, we can hear the fan though." I'm like, "Oh God!" But yeah, I'll take this one into consideration though. So this headset is $350, my chat. It's $350. Let's go see another one though, because we have more on the list though. Best upper mid range for this Razer Black Shark V3 Pro. Who has this one, chat? Oh wow, it's got an 8.0. Nice. Microphone is 7.8. Noise isolation is 7.1, so it's better than the other one though. So let's see the battery life. Verdict. Ooh, you see? Sound just that if you have long hair, a larger head, or wear glasses. What? Not the best choice if you like to headbang or move around a lot. It's okay. So let's see though. They have offer low latency performance via. So I guess this one's could be it though. Now what's the price on these suckers though? Let me go check though. A 70-hour battery life is pretty good though, I gotta say. I mean the other one's got 80, but let me see. Hold on, let me check something. So it's got a 70 plus hour life. So let's see. 70 hours divided by 4. Wow, that's almost 17 days of gaming right there. Oh crap, I like this. The VD Pro wireless headset, they offer low latency performance, 2.4 gigahertz dongle with the VHF. Let me see, simplest companion. Let me see, what's the price on these suckers though? So they're called the Razer V3 Pro headsets. Okay, let's go see. Amazon, give me a good price. If it's $200, I'm there. If it's $400, no. Razer, Razer, uh, Black Shark. There it is. Razer Black Shark V3 Pro. Hmm. Hmm. Chat, chat. Guess what price they are for? Oh, chat. Guess what's the price on these suckers right now? Oh, I'm getting new headphones, TJ. You're in trouble. They are for $120, my friend. So what does this one come with though? They're at $120 now. If you guys want to buy this, it's a great opportunity. Right now they're on sale for 120, my chat. So go for it if you guys want to play it though. I mean, buy it. No joke. It's got a 4.3 rating. I don't know what's it come with extra though. Comes with something in there though. They're cheaper than the headsets I was looking for, and compatibility features: high-speed wireless Gen 2 outpace C. Meters jet tuning for improvised, detachable head clear subwoofer wide brand. Okay, 3 months of connectivity, PC or mobile. Nice. Next gen surround sound for Xbox PC. Pro Tune profiles. Nice. And it even has a better noise cancellation. For what it seems though, because comparing it to the other one though, TJ, what'd you send me again? I already see the Audeezy though. That's not bad at all, right? Torino Johnson's actually a good price though. I mean, Corsair. I don't know about the Corsair. TJ, that's $250 though. Those things cost 330. But look, I'll check the site though. But these ones, guys, are 120. So right now, I should be getting these though. Damn, I'm actually thinking about it now. Best mid range Steel Series? Do not. No. Screw Steel Series. I've had enough Steel Series in my life. And no. No, 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 no. I'm done with that stuff. I'm done with Steel Series though. Louis, check your WhatsApp again. Yeah, I did check it out. You showed me the Corsair, but they're $250 though. Now, let's see what they rate this one though. It's Corsair Virtuos Max Wireless. Let's go check it out. I mean, we're at the site though. Let's go check it out. Corsair. Let's see, am I typing it right though? Yeah, Corsair Virtuos Virtuoso. Let me see if I can get it. Max. There they are. All right. Wait, what model is this? It doesn't say what matter is this, so why doesn't it say it though? It says carbon silver, Virtuoso Max wireless game set. Dolby Atmos. Okay, that's another one though. Does this one have Dolby Atmos though? Last one I checked though. Hmm. Let's see, 50 millimeter super wideband mic. Works with PC gaming, long battery life back, but does it have Dolby Atmos though? Hmm. I have a $30. What? Really? It does it work fine though? For $30, does it work fine? Yeah. That's the ones. This one have Dolby Atmos though. This has gotta have Dolby Atmos. I like Dolby Atmos sounds. Sounds so good. I like this headset though. Hyperspeed wireless Gen 2. Flexible, complete with headset out. I don't think this one has Dolby Atmos though, but I'll check it. I'll do a deep dive in later on today because man, I really need to go find what you know. Oh, look who's here, Broke Boy Luz. What's up, man? Good morning. Oh man, I gotta see this though. One right nut. I don't use that though. But yeah, but it's between this and the Corsair though, because the Corsair has that though. But like, let's see if I can find that one. Corsair Montrose. Let's see if we can find it though. It's the Max. I don't know if this has been reviewed though. But let's go check out the Pro. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay, here's the Max one. TJ, no. It's got a 7.4. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Let's go see the other ones though, because I mean, look, we gotta check everything out. That's the thing though. When you buy stuff, you got to look at everything. You got to seriously sit there, look at everything before you pull the trigger when buying headphones, though. Because seriously, it's annoying that I remember I bought these suckers, the Xbox ones, but the Xbox ones, chat, after almost a year use, almost 2 years of use, right? They got into a point where, like the controller, it's getting bad. Look, it's even fading away right there. So yeah, I think it's time to say goodbye to these suckers though. Even the upper part is fading away. Why do they use all this bad leather stuff? I mean, use good stuff. For the money it's worth, at least use something nice. Oh my god, seriously. But yeah, it's been out there. I've been using it for 2 years now. So yeah, I think it's got its use though. I can't be that rough on it, but yeah, 2 years though. Speaking of what's up, you do know that there's a backdoor to the app now. It's no longer private. The government has full access. Oh, so that's always had full access to all that stuff. If we're gonna sit here and be not worried about them not having access, everybody has full access to everything. No joke. No joke. I always had. I mean, seriously, people. Like, I always say that if you don't believe that, because if they took interest of you, they're gonna take it though. Though you can replace the ear pads for about $20. I've done it. So, really, you can? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I did not know that though, Jago6. Thank you for that. Let me see. Can you replace the Xbox wireless pad headset pads? Leave now or forever. Let me see. Oh, you can. I did not know that for $20. Nice. Oh, sweet. Sweet. But to be honest though, I mean, I look at this, I'm like, hmm. I mean, look, the Razer has got one. I do not know. Seriously, why so serious? I do not know what to do with the headset stuff because this is what happens. So I'm in a room, I'm in a country right now where everything is hot as humid though, and slowly, little by little though, like anything that's leather though starts to have problems. Like I've had several headsets that that like for example the PS5 controllers, the rubber thumpers, the thumpers right here on the PS5 though, they melt. You're like, oh my god, it gets to a point that gets sticky because of how hot it is here. It's insane. The humidity here really hits you, and it's humidity plus hot. Oof. Remember one summer though, one summer, a thing I used to shave my back. Sorry, I gotta say this, but it was like a long thing I used to shave my back. I had to throw it away because it melted. And it wasn't even in the sun though. It was just melty, sticky. And every time I shaved my back, it was just pulling on my back hair. So I was like, ah! Sorry about that, but it's true though. It's like an ear pad sub. It's $20 a year. It's not bad. But after 3 years though, you should consider buying a headset though. Especially those Razer ones. I mean, crap, they're like what? I mean, they're like $120. And plus it's got a 70-hour battery life. Oh man, that's for 70 hours of battery life. I'm impressed though, because that's something I love. This controller, I'm charging it right now, and I haven't charged it in like 3 weeks now. Seriously, 3 weeks now. So if you can buy a headset that can last you 70 hours in battery life, you gotta be happy though. You gotta be happy. Whew. You gotta be super duper happy. That's actually a good price though. $120? Heck yeah, I'm down for that. Because I don't remember how much did the wireless headset, Xbox headsets cost. I think it was $100. I don't remember. I don't remember. I'm just probably just talking out my mouth though. But the Steel Series though, oh my god, I'm never gonna buy that console, that thing again. No, no, that Steel Series one was oh my god, no, no. Well, never mind. I guess I was looking at the wrong headsets. What's up, Eternal Shaddai? How are you, man? I'm just Chad. I'm sad, Chad. Oh God, Chad, I'm so sorry, Chad. I'm depressed now. Oh Lord, look, Chad, look. I'm depressed. I was looking at the wrong headsets. I said for $120, I'm buying them, and now we got this one that's 220. Oh no. Did you lie to me, Amazon, on the phone? Damn you, Amazon, you were lying to me. Hold on. But which ones are these then? Wait. Oh, that's why. The ones I was looking at was the Black Shark V3 wireless gaming headset, but these are the Pro though. Oh man, I was already happy. I was like, yes, I'm ordering this sucker. No, man, no. I'm so depressed now. I'm depressed, chat. I'm depressed. I was actually about to, put that in my cart and buy it. I'm depressed, chat. I'm depressed. I'm depressed. Me too. I'll buy it. Chad, now I'm seriously, I'm depressed now. I was about to pick that sucker up. I was like, I'll buy these headsets. Oh Lord, now it's 220. Well, time to buy them cheap pads then. I mean, or whatever it is. Seriously, it's too good to be true. I mean, seriously, I'm not kidding you. Look on my phone. Look, no joke. Look. It says it. Oh, someone left their phone in here. So look, no joke. I'm not kidding you. This is my phone right now. Right here. Look. 120, my friends. 120. I told you guys it was gonna be 120. I did see it for 120. I was like, wait, I found it for 120, but it was not the Pro. It was a regular Black Shark headset. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Can you use the headset to fly ahead? I don't know. Can you? I remember you know what I used though for the shooting range though. You remember the old wireless Xbox headsets or wired headsets? I used to what I did was once they stopped working, I cut the cable and used it at the shooting range, and they worked perfectly fine. And the shooting range, they were awesome, my friend. They were awesome. They were just awesome. They were awesome. But chat, listen up. The crazy ones gotta go, my friends. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go, chat. I gotta go to the office. I got several things to do. And man, like I said, depressed, depressed, depressed. I was about to pick up those headsets, but those are not the pros. Oh no. I'm sorry, Chad. I'm sorry. I thought they were the pro ones. I was like, yeah, for 120 it's actually a good price, but no, it's the regular ones. But chat, before I go, what you've all been playing? I haven't had a chance to play a game though these days. I was busy traveling. On Friday I went to bed. I was too tired. Did I play on Friday? No, I did not play. I haven't played games this past couple of days. I've been too busy, too busy. I had to go out of town on Saturday and come back home on Sunday. At literally, I came home at 10 p.m. yesterday. 10 p.m. At least I sat down with Farq. Like always, Farq, thank you for the thumbnail. Worked the thumbnail for the show and was all set and ready to go. But yeah, Chad, it was Louis has to deliver some. Thank you for that. I have to check out something. No, I don't have to deliver any poop samples. No, no, I do not have to deliver any poop samples. No, I do not. But yeah, Chad, before I go, tell me what you've all been playing, my friends. Come on. But like I said, I haven't played anything these days. So tonight, I'll be back to playing some games. Yay. Thank God. Because I was hoping, to come back home early yesterday and sit and finish my Sunday afternoon playing games. And speaking of that, I gotta watch the Game of Thrones new episode of the Nights. I gotta watch that. Huh! I gotta see what happened yesterday. I ain't playing Halo with you. You cheat. You're a cheater. I on live too. Nice. BS6 and Survival Fountain of Youth. Ah, nice. Survival Fountain of Youth. What is that game about? Hmm. Hmm. So, chat for tomorrow morning. If we don't get that much news, we're going to talk about why Bloomberg believes the PS6 is coming out in 2029 and 2030, as they say. And we're going to talk about, let's see what else am I going to bring it to the table for tomorrow morning. But yeah, there's probably going to be more stuff to talk about, by the time the day ends. Besides, having the PS6 delay thing. Because that's been going on for like 2 or 3 weeks now. But yeah, let's see, let's see. Hmm. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to play games, my friends. I just haven't. I've been too busy with life stuff. I haven't even ridden my motorcycle in like 2 weeks now. I'm missing riding my motorcycle. I need to grab the bike and start riding out. No joke. No joke. Seriously, I do. I do. I do. But chat, thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you all for super chats. Thank you all for memberships. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. I seriously do, chat. You guys are fantastic. Yes, you guys are the best, my friends. You guys are. You guys are. And chat, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit that bell so I can tell you when XPI content comes on. And guys, have a beautiful night. Do mean a beautiful and awesome Monday and also President's Day. And as always, I will see you guys on the Xbox International Podcast on Wednesday if we do come back with Salvo, the Big Blue Man, Silent Cipher. On Fridays, they invite me if they don't XPI en Español with Elvis Cenecita and Metal Berserker. And last but not least, good morning with Crazy Little Gaming from Mondays to Saturdays when I send the signal out over there on Twitter X, Blue Sky, Discord, and YouTube. And that's why you gotta hit that bell so you can know when the crazy one comes on, talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. chat. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning on Good Morning with Crazy Lou Gaming. Bye, y'all. Have an awesome one.